Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And this is the Game Forum.
This is episode 4, and we're doing it on subscription models.
Yep. So the first one we're going to be talking about today is Xbox Game Pass on console and PC. It is both $9.99 a month, but you can bundle it together for $14.99 a month. You can download games, and you can only download games. There's no streaming, nothing of that sort. It's got around like 100 games, maybe a little over. It's got new games added every month, so they're constantly adding new games, but I believe they're constantly also removing games, and you can get discount on other selected games.
So you have this one, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
What's your overall impression of this?
I mean, it's fine. Now, I mean, to be fair, I do have it on PC. I haven't played it on console. I actually don't own an Xbox. I would like to, but I don't currently. It's in beta form on PC, so it's kind of... I mean, it runs. I was able to run Gears of War 5, and I believe on PC Ultimate, the Ultimate version, it's $1 right now. So...
Now, when you download the games, do you have to use an Xbox controller to play them, or
Nope.
can it map to a mouse and keyboard?
Nope, I played Gears of War 5 with mouse and keyboard. You can do controller, but it runs pretty well with mouse and keyboard. So it's definitely something I want to continue trying out. Certain games that are on Game Pass that I'm interested in, but it's pretty good, especially worth the price, especially if it's $1.
Yeah. All right, next one we have is PlayStation Now. They have a $9.99 a month subscription service. You can also do $24.99 for a 3-month or $59.99 for a whole year. So if you do that, you actually pretty much get it at half price versus doing the monthly fee.
Yeah.
So instead of about $120, you get it for $60, which is a super great price.
Yes.
You can download some titles. The most are streaming only, so you're going to have a pretty good internet connection for some of these.
Yeah.
They're rotating out the new releases, so when something new comes out, it pretty well stays on their platform for a couple of months and then kind of goes away. But there's a lot of good old titles on there too, going back from PlayStation 2, 3, and some PlayStation 4 games.
Yeah.
They have over 800 games available, so probably one of the biggest libraries of games that you can stream and download with any subscription service.
Yeah.
New games are added every month. There is no discount offered on games, and recently they've also started offering the subscription service on the PC as well, so it'll be very comparable to Xbox.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to go after that crowd of people, and PS Now went from 700,000 subscribers to when they announced this price cut, they're over 1 million now.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely thought about getting it. There's a lot of really great games on there I really wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a lot of cases, this is one of the only places you can even find to play them.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll continue with the next PlayStation, and they'll keep it going. The next one we're going to be talking about is EA Access. They recently added it onto PlayStation. It is $4.99 a month with $29.99 a year. You get early game trials for select games, mostly new releases. You get up to 10 hours of play about 3 to 4 days before release. You get a 10% discount on all EA games. You get a collection of games playable in the EA Vault. That's mostly recent releases, nothing like last gen. And you can download games. You can only download. There's no streaming. I currently have this right now because I actually used the game trials for Need for Speed Heat, as I got to try that out. And then I also used the 10% discount to purchase Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So EA Access is fine. I mean, if you're into like sports games, this is awesome.
All right, another one done by another publisher is Uplay by Ubisoft. It's $14.99 a month. They have over 100 games available. New releases will be included.
Yeah.
And they also include premium editions, DLC, and expansions, which is really good.
Yeah.
Also, like EA, they do the early access and betas.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is only PC. They're probably going to add it to console. I hope they do, because I love Ubisoft and I really like some of their games they've been releasing.
Mm-hmm.
This would be perfect. I mean, $15 a month is a little expensive, but I mean, I guess for what you're getting, if that's what you want, you'll pay it.
Yeah.
Next one we're going to be talking about is Google Stadia. That one's about to come out as the time of recording. By the time you hear this, it could already be out. That one is stream only. As of right now, time of recording, they have not announced any type of downloading whatsoever. There's no waiting to download the game because you stream it, you get the straight access immediately. You can go. They got a weird thing, I guess, because Google and YouTube. Google owns YouTube, so you can actually play the video game from an ad on YouTube. They showed it when they revealed Google Stadia. We actually don't know if that's how that works, if it does work.
From what the ad showed was pretty much someone watching someone live stream a game on
That's
YouTube.
what it was.
And from what it says, you can do, if they're at a certain level with certain stuff, you can jump into that exact spot they're at in that game.
Okay. That's
and
interesting.
I'm sure that you could also start the game from the very beginning too. But it's just an interesting thing. So if you're watching a streamer on YouTube play something and you have Stadia, this will allow you to essentially jump into that game and play it. So if you see something cool and you're like, man, I'd really like to try that, with this you can.
Yeah, that's cool. So with Google Stadia, there's actually 2 editions that are coming out. One is Stadia Pro and Stadia Base. Stadia Pro will be coming out this year. It's going to have up to the resolution up to 4K with HDR. It's going to have a frame rate of 60 FPS. I believe they said that they can get it higher than that, maybe with a firmware update. It will have 5.1 surround sound capable. You can buy games whenever you want. You get additional free games released regularly, I think once a month. It's going to be starting with Destiny 2, the collection, which is Destiny 2 and all the expansions, including Shadowkeep. You get Stadia Pro exclusive discounts on select games. Yeah, it's $9.99 a month, so it does cost per month, and it's available November 19th, so within a week of this being recorded.
Stadia will also be coming out with the base edition next year. It'll have a 1080 resolution instead of the 4K. It'll still have a 60 FPS frame rate, stereo sound. You can still buy games whenever you want, but you will not get the free games of the month. But because of that, you will also not have to pay a monthly fee. And Stadia Pro will be exclusive to the discount, so you won't be getting any discounts either. But this will be a free version you can try.
Yeah. Are you interested in Google Stadia?
Probably not at the moment. It seems pretty limited with the amount of developers that are working with them.
Yeah.
And it seems highly limited to the internet access that you have. I do think it's really cool that a lot of other companies are getting in on this.
Yeah.
The only thing that I worry about is, it started off with PlayStation and Xbox, starting their subscription services. And now we see stuff like EA and Uplay, which is fine, but when are you going to start seeing a subscription service by every single developer out there? And then pretty soon you won't have the ability to buy a game from one of them. You're going to have their subscription.
Yeah.
And I could easily see having to spend $100, $200 a month to literally play everything.
Yeah.
As where right now, if you want a game, you can buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. It could turn into an evil corporation. Who would do that?
Money. Everyone loves money.
Yeah. With the Pro, I'd be interested to drop $10 to maybe one of the free games they release, or free games they release. It's like, oh yeah, I'd play that. Mm-hmm. And so I'd drop $10 just to try it out to see how it works. There is I don't know if it's hefty. There's a pretty good internet requirement speed for Pro and Base. They both vary.
As we continue to go into the future of these streaming companies and devices, where essentially the hardware isn't going to be doing a lot more of the rendering, the software over a server will be doing a lot of your rendering. You're going to be seeing a lot more lag in games, and you're going to be seeing a lot more hefty internet required, and a lot more data usage.
Yeah.
Because instead of just sending the information over the line right now, it's going to be literally rendering everything and sending back all that render data. So I could see this becoming a problem with internet service providers. You might have to have a better gaming package, or we could see maybe unlimited data packages going away because some of these streaming services use so much data.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that could change things moving forward.
Yeah. Don't some internet service providers have like data caps?
I would say most do. You know, it might say unlimited, but very few of them actually offer
Yeah.
actual unlimited. You know, it'll be unlimited up to a certain point,
Yeah.
and then after that, it throttles you to like a dial-up speed.
Yeah.
You can still download, so it's still technically unlimited, but it'll take you an eternity to download anything or
Yeah.
stream anything.
Yeah.
Another question I kind of have with the evolution of these services is, as we see a lot more of these services pop in and pop out, you know, what happens if you purchase some games or download some games or even stream some games you really like,
Yep.
and then that service ends up folding. That company goes out of business. We see it all the time. Developers and studios shut down.
Yep.
You know, right now, I mean, you can go back and play a Sega Genesis game that you really loved and had from 20 years ago. But 20 years from now, if you stream something on EA Access and EA goes out of business or shuts down their streaming service, are you still going to have access to that game? Probably not. But I mean, have a physical copy of a game means you could play it whenever. Even if you have it downloaded, I could still boot up my PlayStation, and play the games I've downloaded on it.
Yeah.
But with a subscription service, it's playing off their servers.
Okay.
So I don't have a copy of the game.
Yeah. So that is the end of our episode over subscription models. Hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you're interested in Google Stadia. Are you already subscribed to some of these models? Just let us know. We'd be interested in talking to you. I'm Zach.
I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum.